And we are back. Thanks for clicking on the link. Welcome to Good Energy. Enjoy the content, and everyone have a blessed day. And we are back. Welcome to Good Energy, guys. Another amazing day of predictions in the tennis world. But then again, it's been an amazing month. It's been an amazing quarter. It's been an amazing year. And when I give picks, they win. Thank you guys for the support, the donations, over 100,000 views this week. Thanks for everything, guys. I appreciate it here at Good Energy. It's so easy nowadays to hate and say hateful, hurtful things than it is to just show love and appreciation. I think thanks for the few that actually do. Look at these scores. Sloane Stephens versus Pyrie. Sloane Stephens, a great match. She looks really good, and she has the potential to make it to the semifinals or the finals if she continues to play like that. That's the only miss today. Every line, every other score on this scoreboard, I gave a prediction and they won. And these were all close lines, not like they were, lopsided lines. Jill Teichmann, that was a underdog pick over Azarenka. She won that. Sasnovich, that was an underdog pick over Kerber. She won that. Corey Goff, slight favorite over Kanepi. She won that. Elise Mertens, slight favorite over Krejcikova. She won that. Trevisan, very modest, slight favorite over Seville. She won that. Leylah Fernandez was an underdog over Bencic. She won that. And Amanda Anisimova, slight favorite over Muchova, having to come back. She won that. All the picks up there. 8 of 9 picks won today. Enjoy, guys. Donate to the PayPal if you can. For those that do donate, I appreciate you guys. I do get a lot of support from the PayPal donations, and I appreciate it again. Out of the top 15 seeds, Iga Swiatek is left, Paula Badosa is left, Sabalenka is left, Pegula is left, and Azarenka was bounced out today. Azarenka is out of there. She just ran out of gas in the tiebreak. That was a shame, but she is getting older. Of the 16 through 31st seeds, most of them actually remain. The reality is, if you listen to Paula Badosa, like I said, she said there's no easy match in the top 50, there's no easy match in the top 20, and it normally takes her mid-first set to even figure out their game plan and what they want to do. Rabinkina is left. Fernandez is left. Longhead don't care. I will always back Leylah Fernandez. Coco Gauff, she's got a great opportunity to do something very big in this tournament. And to be 100% honest, Jill Teichmann, Coco Gauff, Fernandez, Amanda Anisimova, KUDERMETOVA, any of these ladies can make it to the semifinals or even the finals. So the 16 through 31st seeds, Rebecca, these ladies are playing all good tennis. So the reality here is, you just never know in women's tennis. It's so volatile. The game is changing so much. And it's a pleasure to be able to watch these professionals day in and day out. But let's get right into it, guys. I got some matches to pick for you guys. Iga Swiatek and Kovinic. How do you go against Iga Swiatek? You really can't. Kovinic, she's averaging just under 3 H's per game. She's winning 60% of her service games, 28% of her return games. And in terms of breakpoints saved, she's saving 54% of her breakpoints. She's converting 41% of her breakpoints. If she wants any chance to beat Iga Swiatek, she's going to have to convert 100% of her breakpoints. That's if she can even get any. The best Kovinic's done at any of the slams was this year's Australian Open, where she made it to the round of 32. Other than that, she's made it to the round of 64 in 2015 and 2021 of the Roland Garros. We're going to see what she can do today. Iga Swiatek averaging just over 2 H's per game, about 2.5 H's per game. So it's fair to say she can get a couple aces per game. But again, if you follow the channel, it's about serve placement. She's placing her serve to within 6 inches of an accurate spot every time. It's setting up her routine, her accuracy. She's winning 76% of her service games, 55% of her return games. She saves 62% of her break points, which is amazing. It's very tough to break Iga, and she converts 54% of her break points. Iga, we all know, she's on this huge win streak. She's now placed top 5 all time in terms of most wins since 2000, and she's beat some of the best ladies on tour. I mean, the reality here is she's hot. She's hot stuff. Kovinic, she's beat Smedlova, Samsonova. Those are the 2 wins she has here in the Roland Garros. And the reality here, she's hot as well. She's won 8 of her last 10 matches. And if someone's going to beat Iga Swiatek, it's definitely going to be someone that's hot as Kovinic. However, the official prediction for this match is Iga Swiatek to win in straight sets. Iga, I told you guys at the start of the tournament, take Iga to win it all when it was even money. Now Iga's like minus 300 to win it. And the reality here is, she's got a good chance, but this is tennis. Injuries happen, things happen, illnesses happen. You never know. I wouldn't lay 300 now for Iga to win it. You could get someone like Coco Gauff or, Joe Teichmann coming up that could possibly upset her. But Iga Swiatek to win in straight sets. Jessica Pegula versus Tamara Zedinsek. And these 2 ladies, they have played before. And Jessica Pegula does own the head-to-head. They played at Auckland in 2020, and Pegula won that in straight sets. Pegula, 105 wins on clay. She, she's not the most experienced clay player. Definitely her opponent has 191 wins on clay, much more experience on clay than Pegula. The huge run Zedinsek made last year at the French Open is why she was able to propel herself in the rankings at currently ranked 25. And in terms of form, I mean, these ladies are in shape. Pegula's won 8 of her last 10. Zedinsek has split her last 10, but she's playing some very, very tough competition. She's playing a lot of top 20 players, so those losses, you can live with them. Jessica Pegula is putting up some really good numbers, and if you guys don't know, Jessica Pegula essentially has made the semifinals in 80% of the WTA 1000 events that she's played in. The last 10, she's made 8 of them. So Jessica Pegula she's accurate and she's getting things done. And if you take a look at her numbers, she's serving insane, winning 70% of her service games. She's doing much better with aces. She's averaging just under 4 aces per game. She's winning, like I said, 71% of her service games, but she's saving 62% of her break points. She's converting 34% of the opportunities that comes her way, and Tamara's going to have to step it up. She's not a huge ace player. She only averages about 1 ace per game. She wins 63% of her service games, 35% of her return games, saving 52% of her break points. She converts at a 44% clip. This is a matchup where I think Jessica Pegula is just too versatile. Tamara, I don't think she's completely healthy, to be honest with you. She's been wrapped up for a while now, and I just think that her movement, vertical, horizontally, is not that great. Jessica Pegula has much better movement. She has much better angles, much better shot variety, and Jessica Pegula is much better at establishing court position and court control. I can kind of see this match being drug out, into 2 long, tight sets, but I do see Pegula getting the necessary breaks and winning this. I like Pegula money line as a lock. The match with Big U, I'm not going to spend much time on. I think that Big U is just going to win that match, and Big U money line it's a reasonable price. I think Begu's gonna win that in straight sets. Paula Badosa versus KUDERMETOVA. Now, a lot of people don't know, but KUDERMETOVA does own the head-to-head against Paula Badosa. However, Paula Badosa's won the last 2 meetings very impressively, straight sets, and actually giving her a donut the last time they played. And the reality here is, this is a match where KUDERMETOVA, she's going to need to make some serious adjustments if she's going to hang with Paula Badosa. I just don't know if the new Paula Badosa, if KUDERMETOVA can hang with her. I just don't think so. I mean, Paula Badosa's winning 70% of her service games. She is putting up 5 aces per game. She's winning 40% of her return games. She's saving 58% of her break points. She's converting 45% of her break points. KUDERMETOVA, on the other hand, she's not playing the elite competition that Paula Badosa does. You know, with Paula Badosa making it to the semifinals. We saw the loss against Podpova, and that was a very disappointing loss. But, you know, KUDERMETOVA is winning 75% of her service games, 28% of her return games. She saves a pretty decent number, 60% of her break points. She converts 43% of them. If you follow the channel, I tell you all the time, of all the top 10 players, top 5, Paula Badosa has the worst stamina. KUDERMETOVA has amazing stamina. If you look at, you know, my video I did on sports figures with intimidating poses or stances, KUDERMETOVA is right there. Her cat pose, you know, her cat stands like Leylah Fernandez, just ready to pounce on any type of return ball she can get her hands on. And the reality here is, she's going to need to be very aggressive with Paula Badosa. She cannot trade baseline shots with Paula Badosa and expect to win this match. She's going to have to be very aggressive from the onslaught, and she's going to have to hit winners. It's that simple. She's not going to beat Paula Badosa unless she is aggressively going for winners, and she's going to have to change her game plan. I don't know if she can do that. She is who she is, and Paula Badosa is excelling to a level that KUDERMETOVA has just shown she can't match. It's not like KUDERMETOVA was injured. You know, both of those matches this year were straight set blowouts, and the tides have changed. This is a match, however, though, I will take to go over 21 games. Take the over in this match, and if I have to lean towards a winner, of course I'm going to lean towards Paula Badosa, but it's only going to get tougher for Paula Badosa. I do want to get into the Camila Giorgi versus Sabalenka matchup, and this is a matchup I'm interested in. Sabalenka, she started the year number 2. She slid down in the rankings. She's now ranked number 7. Sabalenka, I mean, she puts up 5 aces per game. She's winning 67% of her service games, 37% of her return games. She's saving 51% of her break points. That's a little low for a player of her caliber. She's converting 51% of her break point opportunities. Camila Giorgi's averaging 3 aces per game. She doesn't have a huge service game. Her serve is a little, you know, it's a little sloppy, to be honest with you. She's winning 63% of her service games, 25% of her return games. She only saves 44% of her break points, and she only converts 42% of her break points. Camila Giorgi can be broken early and often, and Sabalenka's not the most consistent player herself. Camila Giorgi, the best she's done here at the Roland Garros is make the round of 32 in 2018. She's also hit the quarterfinals at Wimbledon 2018. That was one of her better years. The Australian Open, she made the round of 32 4 times in 15, 19, 20, and 22. The U.S. Open, the best she's done was making it to the round of 16 in 2013. These two ladies, they split the head-to-head, and this is a matchup, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be sloppy. Both of these ladies can be broken. Camila Giorgi can definitely be broken. Both of these ladies have power. Both of these ladies have a lot of power. I think Camila Giorgi, she's been battling injuries the last couple months, so I don't think her movement is the best. I definitely think Sabalenka is hitting with the more aggression with her forehand. Both of these ladies use their forehand to basically set up whatever they're going to do, whether it's a backhand or just get their opponents off balance so they can hit winners. And that's exactly what they like to do. They hit winners, but they also hit a lot of unforced errors, and these ladies make a lot of double faults. So with that said, this is a match that I like to go over. I do think Giorgi is a live dog here though, but I'd like this match to go over 21 games. That's the official pick for that. Kataskina versus Shelby Rogers. So it's the match I'm not going to spend much time on. I like Kataskina on the money line. I think she's a much better mover than Shelby Rogers. Shelby Rogers sometimes looks like she has two left feet, just hitting her backhand, just not ready for the return when it comes. And I think Kataskina is just going to run circles around her. Kataskina is a much experienced clay player, much more experienced clay player, much better mover, and I could see her beating Shelby Rogers on the money line at a reasonable price. The last match we're going to talk about is Madison Keys versus Rabinkina, and this is a match that I'm very interested in. Both of these ladies have never played each other before. Madison Keys, if you're not familiar with who she is, Madison Keys has essentially lived in the top 10 for 7 years straight. She was a top 10 player competing with the best on tour. And a lot of times, you know, people forget that. They forget that she is a top tier talent, and she's playing Rabinkina, who is, she's still fairly new on the scene. She had, before the pandemic and the shutdown, she was having one of the better years on tour. She won a few championships, but she's kind of settled in now, and a lot of people are able to game plan on her, scout her movements, her tendencies, and she hasn't really been able to repeat that success before the shutdown worldwide. So I mean, looking at this head-to-head, like I said, they've never played each other. In terms of form, Madison Keys, of course, she's won her 2 matches here, but before that she was on a 3-match losing streak, losing to Kalinina, Sakri, and Bincic. If you're going to lose to 3 players, you might as well lose to them. She lost to Swiatek and Kalinina again. Rabinkina, we saw her lose to Teichmann twice, and Badosa again. She won 7 of her last 10. Those are good people. If you're going to lose, you might as well lose to players like that. But looking at these player statistics, it's going to be a key, and there's a couple. Rabinkina wins 78% of her service games, only 30% of her return games. I think that's a low, very low number for a dominant player such as herself. She saves 58% of her break points. She converts 37% of her break points. She averages 6 aces per game. Very, very big racket, huge racket for that matter. Madison Keys averages 7 aces per game, wins 76% of her service games, 32% of her return games. She saves 62% of her break points and converts at a 41% clip. Guys, what do these numbers tell you? These numbers tell you that these 2 ladies are good at holding serve. They're 2 of the taller women on tour, they're 2 of the more powerful women on tour, and they're 2 of the more better serving women on tour. This all makes for a recipe of an over 21 games. I like this match to go over 21 games. If I had to lean towards a winner, I would pick Madison Keys as the underdog, just being more experienced. They've never played each other. Yes, Rabinkina is playing better, you know, over the course of the last 2 months, but the reality here is Madison Keys is experienced. She's big time, and she's done a lot more in terms of accomplishments than Rabinkina has. And I do like Madison Keys and Rabinkina to go over, but the reality here is if I had to pick a winner, I would pick Madison Keys. Guys, again, we are on fire with picks. Donate to the PayPal if you can. I appreciate the support, but hey guys, this is entertainment. Don't take anything serious here. I have a lot of bilingual Patreons and subscribers, and please do not come on the channel insulting people, okay? Find something better to do at your time. There's a ton of channels out there where you can, you know, make comments disrespecting people, but not on this channel, okay? The bilingual fans and Patreons and subscribers I have. They support the channel, they donate, they sponsor my videos. So please do not come here disrespecting anyone, okay? But guys, hey, I got a busy day at the office. I have to work tomorrow, and in case you didn't know, I do run several businesses. I do this for fun, for in the spare time. So I'm gonna get going. This is Good Energy, guys. Join me as I cover the games live in the comments as well. We are back.